Hello, I'm Captain Vile. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. Now, it's presumably going to be a trial episode. We've still got a little bit of interacting and investigating to do. Well, not present, it was move. There we are, on the other side of the screen, at Grossberg Law Offices. You know Grossberg, the guy who I do, like, the breathing outwards while talking, so it's big huffing and puffing. He's a delight to voice, especially if it's a trial episode. Goody. Oh well. That all familiar clearing of the throat. You're mere something, are you not? I was her understudy. Yes, Phoenix Wright. And you're me as something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look at your sister, you know? It takes me back. The old days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Whom? Yes, I beg your pardon. Of course, you came here to discuss something. What is it, then? Something the matter? God, it's like a couple lines in. That painting's still missing. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think I shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Oh, the bitter desserts. Okay. What happened? There was a murder last night. Excuse me. A murder? I don't have any, like, thing to drink with me, so it's just pain. Oh well. You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who does he shoot? Some lawyer Mia used to know. Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. Okay. Present him with the... Don't we have the picture? Oh wait, this is the picture. Strange. I feel as though I've seen that man somewhere before. Ah! Do you remember? He was a lawyer, here in my office. That's Hammond! Robert Hammond! If I could roll my R's, I would do it, because he's the guy I say to roll his R's. I should really learn how to roll my R's. I mean to do that. I can only just kind of gurgle spit, so it's like a... Robert Hammond, but that's just gurgling, so it's not the right thing. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Edgeworth shot? Yeah. On the night. Right here. So this is the moment the crime took place, eh? Yeah. You can't really say for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether it's a good or a bad thing. Not sure at all. Alright. Well, here's Gordy. My apologies. I'm not sure I can help you with that. Alright, what about this? So, this camera on the lake takes a photo whenever it hears us, an explosion sound? That's what she said. And it just happened to set up on the beach, pointing out to the lake? Yes, she said it was to photograph shooting stars. Shooting stars? Explosions? What's the connection? Yeah, how would a shooting star make noise? I'd be suspicious of this witness of yours. Alright, duly noted. Robert Hammond. Who is this Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond? He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? That's in the offices of, Faye or whatever. Perhaps you remember. I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was about... White, or some crap like that. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... It was that medium... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Faye. Your mother contracted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident? The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. Very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, or they never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to make the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to the charges being against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. I am already lightheaded. That's his voice, though. I'm sticking with it, but I'll have it be known, I am just lightheaded. So if I just inhale deeply, just don't be alarmed. Were you the one who helped her out? Then... You were the one who helped her out, then, right, Mr. Roseberg? Yes. Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have to do anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gray Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Misty Fey's photograph added to the court record. Okie dokie. Well, best be going then. We should probably brush up on there. Excuse me. To the center of visitor's room. Hello, Edgeworth. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's a concern of yours. Guess you haven't found anyone yet. So, look at this photo of your rival's mother. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit I'm impressed, right? You are always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you were up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been a better for you to stay away? I don't know. But, I see no point in holding away from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. Alright. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident was why my father died. When my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed. I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought the terrible incident was about to end then, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case of statute of limitations runs out, legally the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever. The suspect? What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from the public view. Nobody knows where to. He's still alive. Or if he's still alive, he's about 50 years from now. What if he's the judge? I can understand why you go into hiding. You kind of live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. Your father. So was your father a lawyer? Yes, a defense attorney. We know that. He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Okay. So, Gordy exists? What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, right? Okay. Here's this picture. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, right? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at someone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know. You want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course we will. So I can rub it in your face later. Who would have guessed this? Who could have guessed this day would come? Edgeworth? Say again into the microphone, you'd like my help? I would never get help from anyone. Or no one would ever ask me for help, because I would do this. I would be so smug and be like, come crawling back, have you? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Letter of request put in my pocket. Well, I guess we should, What's that? Earthquake? It's a big one. What? There's an earthquake just happening? It's calming down. That was scary. Huh? Where'd Edgeworth go? He escaped in the chaos! There! He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Well, that's awfully convenient. He can get away from my smug smile while cowering in fear, under the pretext of it being at the earthquake. Alright, whatever. Bye, Edgeworth. Criminal affairs. Hey, Gumshoe. What's going on here? Me. What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Said she came to talk to y'all after hearing what... Said she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Rat had to say. What's that about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? Are you saying I should have covered evidence? Are you saying that you've covered evidence? No, sir. Okay, whatever. Here. Oh, what I got? Hey, you did it, pal! God, I waited till the last minute to file those papers. Okay. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. We'll see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey! You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. A little while back was like 5 minutes ago, dude. Not even that. Just in, like, I'm assuming in universe, since I have to travel to the thing. But for us, it's been like a 1 minute. Worried? We're fine. I've lived here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about it. You too? I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, okay, pal. Thanks. Thanks for saying that. Oh, right. It did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big earthquake. I'm going to go check on him. You go eat and rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. Okay, pal. How many witnesses Mr. Edgeworth from earthquakes? I wonder. He never was that scared of them when he was in school. Oop, we're getting some lore. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred him to school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. I don't know. He continued. I probably could have done that last episode. Yeah, that's like 15 minutes. Save progress up to this point. Yeah, and now we gotta go through the whole trial. Like, awesome. No, not overwrite. Alright. It could be the cutoff point. Well, not really. There's like 3 minutes before the cutoff point for an episode ending about. But no. Now we gotta go through a 45-minute trial. Wondrous. After I'm already kind of straining my throat with Grossberg, who might be here. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. Oh, I've heard of this guy. Because in last case, in his 40-year career... 40? You say? When did he start? Well, no, he'd be 50, so he'd have to start being a lawyer when he was 10. So no, he's not our guy. I thought he might have been, but if it was like 30 years, then absolutely. Then he'd be 50 now, if he started at 20. But that's very specific. But whatever, I digress. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict, just like you! Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Von Karma is a man to be feared. What voice do we give this guy? Okay. I've heard about Von Karma, but I don't know anything about his personality or what he looks like. But Von Karma? I mean, I got an image in my head already. Like, 40 years, so he's definitely kind of old. Okay, he's like 55. I'm assuming 55. He started at like... No, okay, he's like 60. 60, started at 20, 40 years. What voice do we give him? Ooh, I'm excited to see. That's what it came from someone who forged evidence. Why don't you say that out loud? You taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to find you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. Why lose now? He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. Okay, so times 10, then times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Come on, make with the magic. Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried, I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. Oh my god. My powers are weak again. Yeah, I should have sprayed you with a hose. Your damn waterfall, I forgot about that. Oh man, what bad timing. Go run your head under the sink or something in the court bathroom, would that help? I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about, magic? Oh, it's nothing. It's how we've beaten you all these times. Literal magic. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Do you think Von Karma uses magic? Alright, I'm really excited to see him. I have a voice kind of picked out that it's a voice I use for some characters that I've not revealed yet. Oh. He looks like Count Olaf a little bit from that brief snippet I saw. Court is now in session from this trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Okay. I can't give him, like, Edgeworth's pompous voice. If there was ever a time where I knew how to roll my R's, it would be for this guy. I gotta learn how to do that fast, and then every time he says a word with R, I'll be rolling R's. Okay. Okay, my throat already hurts from doing... I'm stalling, but I gotta... Ah! He's like the Green Goblin. Fool. Kind of. You seriously think you could not... I would stand here if I was not completely prepared. Right, my apologies. You have somewhat of an accent. Somewhat. Not even I know. That goddamn accent. You've got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness? What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. That's not a good voice for him at the moment. I gotta think of something better in the meantime. But whatever, I'm thinking on my toes here. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. There's a map of the lake now. The murder happened on Christmas Eve around midnight, about right. If it's boats, van, so right there. There was one boat in the middle of the lake. There were 2 men on that boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping there at the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. 2. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling those proceedings. Oh, wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. Yeah, I gotta work on that, but whatever. Arrest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Miss Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect anything of it at all, but the next morning, the body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Miss Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! It wasn't even directed at you, Judge. The arrest of Edgeworth. 2 pistol shots. A man called in the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the only one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Why was it like a demon's voice? Oh. That woman and the man who called in the report obviously were 2 people. 2 different people, obviously. God, I can't read. Different people. There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Then I have summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's when we found Mr. Edgeworth. I didn't suspect anything of all. Next morning, body was on the lake. Hang on. What about the... May call in the station 2 minutes after... Wait, mention the 2 gunshots. I guess it's the arrest of Edgeworth, whatever. Fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there. For the month? Is get there quick. Yeah, I'd hope so. Snapping. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Whatever. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. I'm getting all the voices mixed up. I'm doing too many, like, far different voices at once. Whatever. That's where you found Miss Edgeworth. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, there was a body found on the lake. Q is pressed. I was doing E for present. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart. Fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. Didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. 22 caliber pistol. Keep that in mind. 22 caliber. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon on the boat. The murder weapon. A pistol. What caliber? Detective Gumshoe? That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found on the boat was a device of evidence. Yeah, is it? What about the pistol made in the fight decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Miss Edgeworth's right hand. Right hand. Gotta keep that in mind. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. 22 caliber. Yeah, that's fine. 3 times. 3 times, 2 shots, 1 bullet found. Okay, hang on. Things aren't quite adding up here. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullets found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking to imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. I'm just gonna snap whenever he makes demands, because that seems like what you do. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. The pistol, which you may recall, was covered in the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge? I'll say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... Oh... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now! Wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. Okay, I didn't quite time the snapping as well, but whatever. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Per Karma's ruling. Who's running this court anyway? Not the judge. Okay, so... not good. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Their fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What, make with the magic? Any progress with that, Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. Alright, fine. Be here in case you somehow get her. Oh, of course not. You're needed here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's a thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone knows their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck's gonna run out. Really? Right? Don't jinx this case more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. If I get one more Discord notification, I'm gonna turn notifications off. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? You'll need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. I understand. Well, very well. Your testimony, please. Witness's account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang from the lake. And I looked out the window. I saw two gents on a boat. There was another bang. There wasn't anything on the boat with that lake. And everything on that lake with that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge? She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this court if I have to. If I don't have order immediately. The witness testified she looked at the lake when she had the photo, or shot. There was no other boats on that lake. So the man in that boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge? Not even just your honor, just Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Objection! Hold on, you. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? You have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and if you all read guilty, you lose. Or do you claim that you have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examination the witness. Examine the witness. I decided to say cross-examination, like start your cross-examination, whatever. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you in contempt of court. Yeah. By the way, this is not the voice I was talking about for other characters I haven't used yet. I just gave him something else I made up on the spot. We're going for like Evil Wizard here, because it fits, instead of what I had originally, which is secret. Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there's a contradiction in the fact and testimony? I mean, there kind of has to be, otherwise we lose. So at the moment, I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. She said 2 shots when it said they were free. Let's take them on. Yeah, I'm gonna think about this. I understand. I will cross-examination the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Okay, witness's account. I'm making a beeline. I know what I'm gonna do. Reckon in my car, I heard this bang come from the lake. Looked it up, beside 2 gents in a boat. And then there was another bang. And everything. Okay, another bang. Alright. Present. Fired 3 times. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. It clearly contradicts the, I thought... One's not very convinced, right? Objection overruled. Oh, come on! I think I wanted me to find some judge. Okay, where do I... There was another bang. No, but... This absolutely... 3 times. Oh. It does? I didn't see it. Oh, come on! No, no, it's 3 times. There's, oh my god. Okay, hang on. I'm loading that. Shut up. Load. The debut trial. This is right when I make the. Yes, there is. I think there was. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, awesome. But there absolutely was. Hang on, maybe I just press her on that fact. In my car. Bang. So you weren't looking at a lake at the time? No. I looked further when I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find the contradictions, not to literally chat with the witness. I'm trying to do that. No, another bang. Were you watching that very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradiction is right, not meaningless babble. Oh, Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Look at that bow. Well, are you sure about that? Sure as a country gal can be. Sounds pretty sure. Press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. Oh, it sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objections, abstain. You don't get to do that. Well, that's what I'm... Substain! Sustain. Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. Only my sister were here. I was really taking this hard. The damn 2 bullets! 2 shot! Okay, no, I hit the wrong button. I wanted to look in the court record. Now we gotta go through this whole spiel again. Tab. Look! I'm right! Fired 3 times. After midnight. Sometime on the 24th, 25th. Caused 1 bullet to the heart. Weapon, Monster Gourd Lake. 12:15 a.m. I don't know. Overhead map of Gourd Lake. I mean, it... I saw the one where, 2 changes in the boat. Press her on that. But I know what it is, I just know how to get there. It's the 2 shots. But it said it was fired thrice. You could clearly see the 2 men. Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Press further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking you if you saw the 2 men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness testified she saw them. There's a photo! You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. There was another bang. And everything but that lake on that boat. Okay, how the hell do I don't know. On a lake, but that boat? I don't know. What about Gordy? Your Honor. Oh. I'm gonna take the hit. Objection overruled. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, bang. Look outside in the boat. I heard this bang coming from the lake. This is my car. I don't know. Why were you in your car? Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use for my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. And then Karma's gonna go, oh, it's not useful. Shut up, Vaughn. Could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive of camping at the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Now, I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth of noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promises.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick! Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what am I going to do?
I believe you've covered the evidence sufficiently enough to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
It's, Mia.
Who was that?
It was me! Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks! It's unclear whether you actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order!
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does not have a right to does have a cross-examination.
Whatever, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. My FA, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do with the rest. Good luck.
Maya,
Bye. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate a badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. You better find a contradiction or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement. I saw it clear as day, and the man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blindly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
Oh, come on! That's it? Oh, I don't think I can find anything like that. Can't squander Mia's efforts either. Fine. Alright, I'm gonna save. Should have saved earlier, but whatever. That's it. Uh-oh. My man on boat was Mr. Edgeworth. It's... Where the hell does this fit in? Because it was fired twice. She heard it twice, but it was fired thrice. God damn it. I don't know. Can you see crap on this? Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. I don't know what that. It's clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? And even it could not picture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please!
But now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma.
How could you possibly see Miss Edgeworth? Explain yourself!
Miss Hart,
What?
would you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant it. I could.
And please testify to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How would you have seen? You're right. It was a cold night. The fog was thick as grit. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
Do you have binoculars? You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. Am I still making, like, a promise? You're right, it was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up, I got back in my car. I brought my binoculars with me. Did you? And I swear if Von Karma was like, oh, no you did not, you fool, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? But I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant in this case. You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yes. After saving.
Press further. This is a make or break it time.
This camera is utmost importance, Your Honor. This is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning.
Wow, I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked up with binoculars. I don't care how many times... I don't care how many Von Karma objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony. It's the last thing I do. Alright, mixed with grits. So once I was... Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know, the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of a challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You're saying how it was you saw Mr. Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise, I looked out with my binoculars. There's a heavy fog. How could binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you said you clearly saw him? I did, yeah. Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many karmic objections I get, I'm going to find a hole in this testimony. Last thing I do, blah, 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 blah. Right, it was, Fig's grits. Do I have to, like, present? I think I gotta present. How can you see Edgeworth? Hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee type never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorney has trouble. What the hell? How is me not having a girlfriend relevant to this case? Camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Alright, hang on, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit tab. I hit Q. My mistake. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Tab. What about taking pictures when loud noise is detected? Camera was set up to take pictures of meteor shower. I mean, do meteor showers make noise? You were photographing the shooting stars. That's a lie. Well, say as who? Me, moron. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oh!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. She was photographing a shooting.
Well, then what exactly was she photographing? Show evidence?
Your Honor, take a look at this.
Well, what was Mr. Hart trying to photograph?
The shooting. Well, Your Honor, what do you think?
I think I'm confused.
Wrong again, Mr. Wright. So very wrong. You can't get through this one with your weak bluffs. Your Honor, enough playing around. Here's the real evidence.
Around? That's my line, Mr. Wright.
And when have you ever said that?
Was Mr. Hart trying to photograph him, like...
Oh! Gordy. Miss Hart. Is this what you're trying to find? What you're trying to photograph?
What is this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove I was down at the lake trying to photograph Miss Gordon.
I don't think I have proof. Hang on, court record? Can I mean, I don't know. Map of Gord Lake.
I don't know. Here, I'll save. Oh crap, I can't. Oh wait, left. Save. Uh-oh.
I have proof.
I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Alright, well, let's see it. No joking around. What is the proof of witness?
I don't know, cause ship. I don't know, dude. Bam! Here's my proof. It's simple.
It's simple. Why you
Obviously made an error. Shut up! What's that?
go home? Consider a career change.
Shut up, Von Karma. Wrong evidence. Okay.
Okay, hang on. Hold on now.
Uh-oh. Oh, no changing. It faces the lake. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Proof, Mr. Hart's own camera. Your Honor, the camera is set to photos or loud noises, correct? Let's photograph here when a gun was taken fired on the lake. I didn't read that correctly, whatever. And here's this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you hit it to respond to loud noise.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Thanks for pointing that out.
Well, Miss Hart? You were camping to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was trying to down the photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Uh-huh.
That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks some monsters exist. Hey! But it's so scrutinally said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it.
What could have been?
Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Ms. Harsh, why did you hide the fact you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to.
I'm going to spot it.
Lotta's new testimony.
Actually, I'm not a research student at the university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out of the lake. Well, there wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. And then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands. I heard another gunshot. Well, I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Hope to fry. That's a new one.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether he is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time on a pointless cross-examination. I claim the defendant's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? I mean, maybe. Very well, you may become the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ah! That will be a first. Shut up, Karma. Very funny. You understand this is your last chance at the cross-examination, is that right? If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we'll let the witness leave. I have announced my verdict at the time. Or at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Lotta's new testimony. Actually, I'm not Sydney University. I'm an investigative photographer. I just wanted to scoop me if I got a picture of that monster, so I was camping out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight at the lake. Wasn't much to look at, so I hoped the whole time I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. So, I mean, I'm on thin ice here, so I'm gonna save. I've already used so many saves in this one section. Oh my god. How do I... 3 times. 3 times. What do you mean? Ugh. 3 times. 2 bangs and 1 bullet. Entered. What the hell? 1 bullet shot. 2 bangs, and oh my god, what the hell? Okay, Oh, I wanted to check that. So she was there, the boat was there, whatever. Heard a woman's hands flash, and I heard another gunshot. Eh, I already saved. What the hell? Bang. And it was wrong. You can tell because it's not there, and he's like... Blah, 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 blah. Okay, options. Load. In front of someone's husband. University... Investigative photographer. Why'd you hide that? An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging out in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. A UFO. Okay. That's when I had a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Hey, if it pays money, what the hell? Imagine what scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's camped out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. A bang. Alright, exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was not a sharper sound than I would have expected. Sharper sound. But the whole time, there wasn't much else to look at? Yeah. I don't know. If she had heard a bang, and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she's wasting time looking in the boat. What? What do I do now? What are you looking at me to live for? Come on, maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Oh, maybe some evidence? Okay. Watch out, Pops, I'm getting there. What's most like out for a look at the boat the whole time? Okay, so... Present this. Music stopped, I think I'm onto something. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It's the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. But you're not a normal person. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? You don't want to step over and say that? You were camping at the lake to take pictures of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for a sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give a boat a second thought. Ah. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you are not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I was just... I thought, you know, I could be the witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat until now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got the photograph. You got proof.
Still, we can't see who was shooting in this.
Right. And that's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What's she going to say? She took the photo and what? Put it on the internet? Wait, a second photo. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who this was shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mint. Let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why wouldn't Von Karma let us show it? I've got a hunch. If that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma, this is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? I should gamble. Alright. Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why was that enlargement not been presented to the court? Yeah, because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool! As you have something going on, I've been doing a lot better Texas accent. Von Karma's voice is kind of slipping, though.
What's the meaning of this, Von Karma?
Miss Hart?
Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
They're wearing cool coats. We cannot see who's firing this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Like photo. Added to court record.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
Something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good has it done any of us. Why did you hide it? That's why I request you not to show it.
I suppose this means the cross-examination?
It's over, obviously.
Uh-oh, I think I lost. I'd like to close the cross-examination with Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. Oh, not really. What else could possibly be required?
Oh, nothing, of course. I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. It's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo. Somewhere.
I don't know.
They're bald.
Okay, his right hand. I'm bad at left and right. Is this not his right hand? That's his left hand. Because his thumb's the way. It's bad, real bad. What should I do? Show other evidence. Wait, Your Honor, that's evidence. It's his left hand. I believe we've spent enough time talking about evidence.
Indeed. We've heard of opinions on this enlargement. There's no point in chasing our steps. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement?
No, but it... Right hand. Right hand. And he's holding it in his left in that. Your Honor, there's something slightly strange to this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show us the court what you mean. What do you... This photo is strange, but here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo.
His hand.
Here you go, Your Honor. Is this a shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand. Does what? Let me show you.
I'll show you the evidence. Left hand contradicts.
Bada bing. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were found on Edgeworth's right hand.
Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, now that everyone in the courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene the court of law. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You've given us definitive proof today. We now know that it is not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot the victim?
I don't know. Precisely. As we have seen, there was no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? This is not... Dude, I don't have to prove that. At all. That's not my job. I just proved it wasn't him. That's the cop's job. Go bother them about that. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna have to save again. Because I got no damn clue. I mean, Edgeworth said it was a suicide. Victim, what, is a murder-suicide? Shot twice. Hey, shoots him, shoots himself. No one on the boat. It was. It's a murder-suicide. There's no explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So, you were saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I feel no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the witness will reveal the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There was no way it could have been suicide.
Okay, well, I don't know. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Officer report added. Shot from a meter away. Okay.
I see. Very well, allow me to set my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for today. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. He's innocent, you idiot. Now we gotta find the real killer, not just prove... We've proved Edgeworth didn't do it.
That's all, this court's adjourned.
Whatever. Can I sue the judge? Ooh, that was a close one.
My voice is getting a little hoarse.
Hey! Don't you have anything to say? Like a thank you? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, maybe if the law in this place wasn't awful, if we just proved it wasn't you, whatever. Yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he hadn't committed suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What?
Tell her something for me.
What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? Whatever. You gotta pay me for this, so I requested a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see that shooter. So the other part of her testimony is stood at the bank yard. Lotta's deposition added blah 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 blah. 2 shots, and it was like, oh, blah 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 blah. Yeah, awesome. Oh, goodness. I really should have... I didn't expect it to go on that long. I gotta make dinner now. I gotta drink something for my aching throat now. Yes, I like to save my progress. Oh well, we've got Von Karma's voice. Probably not have to voice Lotta anymore, which is good. Alright, we're gonna have to go through... Actually, never mind, I can just get out from here. Cool. Then I'll pop in next episode.
Oh well.
Quite a long one. Thank you for watching, and good Vile.
Stay tuned to Gotham FM.